Hi everyone, happy Friday. I'm shooting this video to link up with Rags to Stitches for our Friday coffee chat. If we were meeting for coffee, I would tell you that it's a little bit after 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I just got out of the shower. I just got ready for the day, so it's been a little slow morning, but I think that's okay. I would also tell you that we are 29 weeks pregnant this week, which is super exciting. I'd probably show you my belly. So, yep, here he is. Baby D is growing and kicking like crazy, which is really fun. So, I am shooting this little video in my new craft room, in our new little home in North Carolina. It's not my own, I do share it. It's our guest bedroom. I share it with the cat as well. She's currently on the floor. I don't know if you can see her playing with a rubber band. I don't know if that's safe, but it is what it is, so keep an eye on her. You also got a great glimpse of the litter box. So, but when space is tight, you share and make room. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to share a topic today that's been on my heart for a really long time. And you think that if I've been thinking about it for so long, I'd be super articulate, I'd have notes, I would know what to say, I'd have things written down. That's not the case. This is a really hard topic for me to talk about, to think about. She's okay. And just to kind of bring to you all. So I'm just going to, I guess, kind of dive in. And the topic that I've been thinking about is what we wear. Kind of the clothes that we wear, the focus and the emphasis that we put on, kind of the outward stuff of this world. I wrote a post this week over at Sasha's to the Merchants blog that I participate in, and I talked about beauty. I told the story. My husband kind of treated me to a haircut this week. Growing out my hair, as you know, I had really long hair and then I had really short hair, and now I'm trying to grow it out a little bit, and it looks terrible. It doesn't look much better today. But as we were leaving the haircut place, he told me that I always look beautiful, but I look even more beautiful when I feel beautiful. And feeling beautiful for me is something that's been really difficult. It's been kind of a lifelong struggle. There are certainly seasons in my life where I can remember feeling pretty. When I went to prom, my wedding, there are certainly days where I feel like I look better than others. The season of pregnancy, for the most part, I've been really happy with just how my body looks. But in general, it's definitely a struggle for me. So kind of, going from that to a trend that I've seen, and I'm sure you've seen, we've all participated in, and it's not a bad trend at all, but just the increase, I think, in folks sharing what they wear on a day-to-day basis. I think it can be inspiring. I think it can be motivating to people like me who don't always know what clothes to buy, how to dress, how to, feel good in the things that we wear, and so it's definitely inspiring for me. But I also want to kind of caution, I guess, and just kind of put a different spin on what we wear. We need to wear clothes. It's important. It's the law, and all those sorts of things, and we might as well feel good about what we wear. But thinking about it in a biblical sense, in a spirit sense, what do we wear? And I asked 2 questions in my post over at Sasha's to the Merchants. I asked, when do you feel beautiful? What makes you feel beautiful, and what makes you feel eternally beautiful? And I guess kind of thinking about, what's the difference? What are we called to wear as daughters of Christ? One of my favorite kind of scriptures on this topic is in Ephesians 6, and it talks about the armor of God. I just want to read a little bit to you. It says, "Finally, be strong in the Lord is in his mighty power, and in his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground, and after you've done everything, to stand. I think that's just a really important message about the work that we are called to do here on earth. We're fighting battles every day, little battles, big battles, and we need to be equipped with the armor of God. We need to wear that daily. The verse goes on to talk about wearing a belt of truth, a breastplate of righteousness, feet fitted in readiness, shield of faith, a helmet of salvation, and a sword of the Spirit. And so, I just kind of wanted to share that with you. Just really thinking about, again, what are we called to wear as daughters of Christ? It is important, again, to feel beautiful, and the Lord delights in that. When we feel good and feel confident, the Lord so delights in those things. But He also calls us to something else, and I think it's important to think about that. 1 Peter 3:3-4 says that your beauty should not come from outward adornment, such as elaborate hairstyles and the wearing of gold jewelry or fine clothes. Rather, it should be that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight. I guess I just wanted to share that thought with you on a Friday afternoon, and just kind of think about what we wear, all this outward stuff, this crazy hair I'm trying to grow out, the glasses that I wish looked a little different today, the maternity shirt that I'm totally not loving, but I'm kind of running out of clothes to wear. But those things are important, and it's really important to feel good and confident about what we look like, but just resting in the peace and the joy that the Lord has really great clothes for us to put on, that have nothing to do with hair and jewels and gold jewelry, but have everything to do with His kingdom, and fighting those battles, and standing at the end to say that we overcame. So, gosh, I hope you all have a great day. Feel free. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments about how we balance those two things, feeling beautiful and feeling eternally beautiful. I'll post the link below to my Sasha's post so you can read that if you want. I'll also post those verses below for you to read and reflect on. So, hope you have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.